Hi everybody. This reading is for Scorpio snakes, which is the anglerfish. Look that up on Primal Astrology to find your primal zodiac animal. It also teaches you your life path and your personality traits and all that stuff. I'm not sponsored by them. They're not sponsored by me. I just use them for reference. As always, I have the fire, the earth, the metal, the water, and the wood surrounding my tarot reading. I use the Emerald Lotus Divination, which is a spiritual path spread. Fellow Scorpios, you're mystic by nature, so you probably get this. You probably get this. You understand this stuff. I'm a Scorpio. I understand it. You understand it as well. Oh, cards just jumping out of me like crazy over here. Be patient with me. Give me a second to absorb this reading in. I have to look it over. Try to give you some good clarification on what's going on in your spiritual journey right now. What's next on your spiritual path? I'll get to the oracle cards in a second, but I for some reason I wanted to focus on this. This is related to your childhood. I don't know. There's some childhood trauma that you have to heal from, and these are the oracle cards that I pre-shuffled oracle cards of the energy that you need more of. Activation. The activation card is related to your higher consciousness. You need to activate your higher consciousness. You also need vitality. You've been ran down. You need to gain some of that healing and some of that energy back. You've been depressed. Maybe it's due to this childhood trauma. Normally, this card in this position would be positive, but I'm reading it as childhood trauma. Also, what's important in your path is the Eight of Swords. You need you need to isolate yourself from something. There's another card here that's kind of aiming towards that. That's why I say that. And the isolation is probably so you can get in touch with your higher consciousness in the universe. Take that spiritual path. The activation card requires meditation. What should you avoid on your path? The Knight of Swords. You've been moving around a lot. That's why the isolation. You're dealing with a lot of people somehow. Maybe you're a little bit of a partier, or you're somewhat popular, and you've been doing a little too much. Take that with what you will. 4, how can you trust you're on the right path? The Hermit. You know that you have to isolate yourself and start meditating. To recover, you need the vitality. Message from the universe. 2 of Wands. You have the world in your hands. You're overlooking the ocean. You've accomplished stuff already, right? And you've got skills. You're smart. But you have to get over this childhood trauma and start meditating. Let's clarify why the vitality card is there. I know you need to isolate yourself and calm down and meditate, but why is the vitality card there? Is it related to health, or your monkey mind is just running around too much, you can't focus? Let's find out why the Vitality card showed up in the Oracle deck. We'll do a 3-card spread on that one. You built something you weren't content with. 8 of Cups is there. It's also related to abandonment. Maybe that's some of your childhood trauma. But you have some magical ability you haven't tapped into. That's why the activation card is there. And then finally the Page of Cups. You've been prancing around as the center of attention. And you need to isolate yourself in order to meditate. You've been the star of the show. Wow, are you some sort of celebrity that I should know that's watching this? You famous? Now you gotta isolate yourself. Start meditating. So let me know if that resonates with you guys. Greatly appreciate you guys watching my videos, and take care.